Today I'm going to be working on the bunny bungalow again. I've got that faceplate cigarette lighter type outlet I needed to install, so let's go start on that. And I also got some wood for the window casings, so come on. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. Today we're going to be installing, like I said earlier in the bumper, is one of these little things. I looked all over town for them. The only place where I found this was at an RV supply store that specializes in RVs, and they sell RVs. So I needed this for a 12-volt fan that I'll be installing in the bunny bungalow. We're going to get this thing mounted. Up here's the wires, red and black. Red being your positive lead, black being your negative lead. This will be a 12-volt DC outlet. Okay, the back of your outlet looks like this. You have a tab right here on which a wire which came with the product. It clips right onto that little tab right there. Let's just clip it on. Alright, that's clipped on. That is your, I believe that's your positive. And then the other one will be your negative. Anyway, on this little nut, I got one of these things that crimps right on the end of the other wire. And this one I'm going to attach with a wire nut. So we're going to go ahead and loosen that. Alright. And then we've got to take and strip the ends of both of these wires. So I use this special little tool that I purchased that will it has a little section here for stripping wires. It strips the insulation off the wires, and then they got a variety of size holes according to the gauge of wire you're stripping, so it doesn't cut into the wire, it just cuts through, and the insulation stops short of cutting the wire itself. So I got the wire stripped, and I'm going to cut the wire here on this one a little bit further back. There. Now, this is a little wire nut that you just screw right on the end of the wire. So we're going to attach, let's see, no, the outside, I'm sorry, I misspoke. The outside is going to be ground. Ground is going to be my black wire. So we're just going to set the wires in there like that, twist it on, and that is attached. Now with this red wire, we're going to tuck this inside. Well, twist it with your fingers, make a nice little twist there. Keep the wires together, and you're going to insert it inside the end of it. And this wrench, this also has, here, I'll show you. It also has, well, this is part is for cutting wire. This part is for crimping wire on to special connectors, and so is this part for crimping wire on special connectors. So we're just going to go ahead and crimp it on. You just squeeze right down, and now that's crimped on. Next item on the agenda is to put this in here. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and bend this back like that. We're going to tuck the wires back in there. And hopefully my hole's big enough. Yay! Oh, we're going to turn it right. We have to peel this protective coating off. It's not supposed to be blue, it's just a protective coating to keep it looking pretty. There we go. Now I got 2 screws to put in there. Okay, here's 1 screw. So we're just going to fasten it and make sure it's nice and symmetrical. Oh, there we go. Okay, that is finished. So we managed to get all the electrical in place and done. So the next step is to build the casing around the window. I have to put the window casing in before I put the windows in, and there's a reason why. So we're going to go ahead and trim those boards down. These are 2 8-foot long 1 by 12 inch. So I'm just going to rip them down to size and build the casing around the top and sides of the windows. And the window sill is going to be a little bit wider. Say the casing is going to be 2 inch and the sill is going to be 3 inch. So I'm going to go ahead and set my saw up, trim those out, and we're going to sand them, stain them, lacquer them, let them dry, and then we'll put them on. Now I'm applying a polyacrylic finish to this. This is a Minwax product. I'm just going to brush it on and let it set. It's a quick drying, easy cleanup with water. These folks who made this product is not paying me to promote this product. I'm just informing my viewers the product I'm using to get this finish on. Okay, I'm going to use my air gun or pneumatic staple gun, and I'm going to use these 2-inch brads in my gun to put in the window frames. We're going to set the seal plates first. We have now reached the point in the game to go ahead and permanently mount the windows. The trim I put around the window will hold it in place more, and I will be putting in more sealant and caulking in there to make sure it's positively weatherproof, rainproof on the outside so water doesn't seep in. So this window's done. I'm going to go ahead and put in the other windows. Okay, so stay tuned. Okay, the last window is in. Now we're going to turn our attention on placing this door again. Hopefully I'll get it right. Part of the door that I'm going to fasten first is the part where the butts go on, or the hinges. And we're going to go ahead, I got the spacers in already. We're going to go ahead and secure that. I've already pre-installed it, so all we have to do is set it in place and put it in. Let's mount the door now. Now I'm mounting the door before I fasten down the other side of the door jamb, because I want to make sure the door jamb is square with the door. And I'll show you guys what else I'm doing here. I'm using my little cheater bar here to lift the door up in place while I screw it in. I just hold it down with my foot and it screws it in. Okay, that part of the door is mounted. Now I got to mount this part of the door. Okay, the door is completed. The windows are in. And the next project I'm going to work on is putting the casing, case molding around the windows and the door. I'm also going to put in mopboard molding around the base, but that's not until after I lay in a sheet of linoleum to protect the flooring from any stray rabbit urine that might get on there. Even though this floor, this particular plywood surface, is coated with a water-resistant material, I purchased a plywood like that. So, I'm your host, Jerry Hansen, here at Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. That concludes this portion of the video series on building projects, building the bunny bungalow, installing the windows and the door. Please stay tuned for more videos as I upload them. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and also leave a comment. I like reviewing your comments. We'll see you guys in another video. Bye-bye.